Hi everyone, it's Mitchell here and welcome back to my channel. Today, come and join me as I create my 2022 journal setup. This is actually my first time to create a yearly spread since I started journaling last May 2021. Unfortunately, I was only able to create spread until October 2021. I was very busy for the last 2 months because of school and extracurricular activities, so I had a 2 months hiatus in making journal and arts. As you can see, I'm not using the traditional bullet journal. Instead, I'm using a sketchbook that I bought from Shopee for 100 pesos or $2. The pages are thick enough so that inks will not bleed onto the other page. It is also smooth and have more or less 190 pages. All worth it for such a cheap price. Anyway, I'll start making my 2022 journal spread with a cover page. I'll stick with the black and white theme in this part since I don't have much coloring materials and my current coloring materials are now fighting for their inks. Well, I started by doodling a large 2022 in the middle of the page. And then I add some designs like circles, mini balloons, and water drops. Actually, I like to give more effort in creating the cover page since it is the first one that I'll see every time I open my journal. I also added the welcome word before 2022 since I love to greet the upcoming year. There's also a sentence below saying, "A great year is coming." I wrote that one so that I'll get the positivity that the sentence is saying in case I'm having a bad day. Now, it's time to fill those empty space. When I was sketching this spread, I thought that filling the background will be a good idea, but I turned that idea down later on since I only have few pens left. My pens might lose inks if I did that, so instead of filling the background, I decided to fill the shapes. My favorite part in this page are the airplanes. I really love drawing paper airplanes and putting some dashed lines. I find that very pleasing for my eyes. For me, the most difficult part in this page is filling the 2022 with black ink. Since it is large, I need a much larger black pen to fill it up. If I'm gonna use the Muji Pen, it will probably take me forever to finish filling all of this. So I decided to use my calligraphy pen which can reach more areas in just one stroke. And that's it for the cover page. I'm gonna erase those pencil marks later before I have a flip through of my yearly spread. Now, let's move to the future log page. I actually saw this page in Amanda Ratchley's bullet journal setup. And I find this very helpful because I noticed that there are times where I forgot to put an event that I already planned in the beginning of the year in my monthly journal. That is really frustrating because in the time when I noticed that I forgot it, there is already no space left for me to write it on. In case you don't know, Future Log consists of the yearly calendar, and underneath the calendar of each month, you're going to put the events that's gonna happen in that particular month, like the start of the school year, the opening of application in your dream school, and other important events. What's good in this page is that you can just flip back to it when you're already making your monthly spread so that you won't forget any event. I doodled the title of this page. I saw this kind of font in Google when I was searching the font that suits for this spread. I find it really cute and I want to practice making this font. What I did is that I alternate the design of each letter. The first one has a shadow, while the second one is filled black, the third one has a shadow too, and so on. Please bear with my handwriting. This is my first time writing this kind of font and I'm still practicing it. If you have any suggested fonts that I can use for my next vlogs, you can comment it down. That will be a very great help to me and I can practice more fonts whenever I have free time. I wrote the shortcut names of the months. There are 6 months per page and I use 2 pages so that I can maximize the use of the left and right page. Making this page is actually exhausting and takes a lot of time since I have to write all of the numbers in the calendar. My hand hurts while writing the dates, so I have to pause. Maybe this is because I wasn't able to write this long for a few months. I switched to digital writing, so I think my hand is still adjusting to it. But I enjoyed it a lot since it made me forget that I still have lots of schoolworks to finish. In writing the dates, I have to make sure that I write the correct numbers. I had to look back to our calendar and back to our journal again so I am sure that the number I'm writing is in the correct day of the week, and also to be sure that the month has only 30 or 31 days. After writing the numbers, I proceed to making highlight lines under the calendars. This is where I put the list of events for a certain month. I find it hard to make a straight line in this position, so I rotated my journal. I can't create a decent line without a ruler, so I have to use one. I put 4 highlight lines under each month, and I think that's already enough. I'm now done with the future log page. I'm gonna erase the pencil marks and add more details later. Moving on to the next page, I have my things I want to check out page. I am the like of person who always asks my friends and family on what song or movie they can recommend to me. And then later on, I forgot about it, making me listen or watch the one music or movie again and again and again. This page will help me remember what are the recommendations of my family and friends and also keep track of what I have already watched or read. This page is really simple. I started by doodling the title of the page, as usual. The word things and checkout is bigger compared to other words in the page. I also drew bees on the 2 corners of the title area. I really love bees. They are cute. Until they stung you, but they're still cute. If you have watched some 2022 bullet journal setup of other vloggers, you might observe that this page looks like the things I want to check out page of Looting Studio, because it is. I really love how she divided the pages into 4 parts and I use it as a reference. I also divided the pages into 4 parts: books, movies, songs, and websites. By the way, if you have any recommendations on the 4 topics that I just mentioned, you can comment it down and I'd love to check those out. I actually have lots of English novels here. Those are gifts from a mentor. I haven't read anything on those books yet, so I think the books part of this page will have a long list. When it comes to the movies, I think this will be a short list. I watch movies very seldom. This year of 2021, I only watched 2 movies. One is The Infinity Train of Demon Slayer and the other one is A Whisker Away. For the songs, I have checked out lots of songs this year. Most are Japanese songs that I discovered in the First Take channel, while others are from the recommendations of my friends in our Discord server. Lastly, I put websites in my things that I want to check out page since I have a habit of checking other people's website and get inspiration from their websites. I tried to create a new template for my website by combining the elements of those websites I saw. I have already created my website but there's no post yet. I'm gonna share it to you guys when I have already posted a blog on that website. Lastly, I put some borders on every side. I want to have a clean separation of each part without making the page too crowded or filled with so much details. And I guess that's it for the things I want to check out page. Pencil marks will be erased afterwards. Next is the goals for the year page. It is very similar to the previous page. It is also divided into 4 parts: health, academics, social, and QED club. As usual, I started by doing the title of the page. The word goal and year are much larger so that I can give more focus to it when reading. Instead of bees, I used airplane and some dashed lines to put into the 2 corners of title part. I have lots of goals for this year, especially for my health. when pandemic started, I wasn't able to exercise and do some physical activity unlike before. Our house doesn't have enough space for me to exercise, and if I'll wake up very early in the morning, other people in the house will be awake as well since I have to open the lights. Fortunately, now that the COVID-19 cases in the Philippines is getting lower, minors like me are now allowed to go outside. Me and my siblings can now go to the nearest vacant lot to play and do some physical activities during Sundays. For the academics part, I think my goals will still be the same with my goals last year, but applying and be admitted to my dream school will be added since I'm gonna be a 12th grader next school year and I have to find a university for college. Next, I have a social part in the goals page. I have lots of social media accounts and pages. This is because I want to reach more audience in order to earn more money in making and commissions. I have my Facebook art page, a Facebook writing page, a Twitter art page, Instagram art page, Coffee account, YouTube channel, TikTok account, Good Novel, and Wattpad account. I need to set a goal for those accounts like reaching a certain number of followers and subscribers before the year ends. Lastly is the QED club part. I am a member of this certain club for almost a year, and as one of the leaders in this club, I want to set various goals that can help me improve the club and its members. Like the previous page, I put a border on every side in order to separate the 4 parts. That's all for the goals of the year page. I'll remove the pencil marks and finish some details later. We're now in the half of my yearly spread. Let's move to the social tracker. I created the social tracker in order for me to track the growth of my social media accounts. There are boxes dedicated for every month, and at the end of every month, I'll put the total numbers of followers, likes, and any data that my social media accounts reach. This is very helpful for me because it can help me decide what social media accounts I need to give more attention and what social media account is doing well. There are 2 social media for each page, 12 boxes for each social media that is intended for each month of the year. I started by doodling the title of the page. The design of each letter is also alternate like the first pages. The word tracker will be on the next page since the social tracker part used total of 4 pages. The most satisfying part of this is when I'm making the boxes since the move of the pen is very swift. However, it also makes me feel nervous since I might write on the wrong line. The title for each boxes is just the initial letter of each month since I don't have enough space to write more letters. I need to put more spaces for the content of each boxes. I'm gonna cut the upper part of the second page so that the word tracker from the 4th page will be shown. With that, I can have the title for both pages without writing the title again. I discovered this technique in one of Amanda Radgley's videos, and this is very helpful because it saves time and ink. Now that the title is seen in both pages, I'm gonna finish doodling the title, create more boxes, and put the initial of each month on top. Before finishing these pages, I put a divider line for each social media list so that it can be clearly separated from others. It will also make me avoid writing on different boxes. Those were very time-consuming pages. I'll just erase the pencil marks later before the flip-through part. Next, let us move to the website tracker page. I put this part separate from other trackers for a purpose. I want to dedicate more space for the data of my website since the website is really the one where I put most of my information, the events that happened in my life, and everything that I want to share without limitation on the topic. I started by doodling the title part. The title part is very simple. I just put simple design like the bee and some circles of different sizes. In this page, instead of boxes, I made it look like pages of a coiled notebook. For the title of each boxes, I'm supposed to write the first 3 letters of each month, but I accidentally wrote the letter J for January in the middlemost part, so I need to change my plan to just writing the first letter of each month. Next to website tracker is the 2022 in pixels. This page is actually inspired by one of the first tracker activity in the area of valedictory, which is March in pixels. That activity is made by our previous heads, Miss Eka and Miss Sigi. In this page, I'm gonna fill the boxes with the colors that corresponds to my mood for the day. This is helpful for me, for it helps me reflect on what happened for the whole day, week, or month. I can also see here if I had a good year or not. But hopefully, I'll have a good year. I started by doodling the title of the page. 2022 is in the upper middle part and there are water drops on both sides in circles as well. The word in pixels are written vertically on the right side of the page. I made a 31 by 12 table in order to have a box for every day of the year. There is also a legend on top that I can see every time I forgot what the colors mean. That's all for the 2022 in pixels. Flipping through the next page, we have the All of My Ideas page. This is also called the Brain Dump page. This is where I'm gonna put my ideas so that I won't forget them. This page is similar to the things I want to check out and goals for the year page. Like the first pages, I started by doodling the title. The words all and ideas are bigger. I also put B's on the two corners of the title area together with some dashed lines. This page is also divided into 4 parts: videos, arts, blogs, and stories. I usually make the time-lapse videos of my arts and videos of my journal setups. Most of the videos I make are shorts because aside from uploading it in YouTube, I also upload those videos in my TikTok account. If you want to check out, just search Mitch_Iru in TikTok or click the link in the description below. I'm also writing my ideas on what my next arts should be. With that way, I can pick one from those ideas that I feel like I can do in that day without thinking for more ideas. Most of my arts are uploaded in my Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram account. Links are provided below and you can check it out anytime. Next are for my blogs. My blogs will be uploaded in my website. The link is not available as of now and I'll just share it to you once it is available. Lastly are my story ideas. There are very random times where I think of an idea and it will just go away. If I haven't forgot those ideas, I would have been a successful author today. Just kidding, my laziness could never. Moving on to the last page of my yearly spread, we have the birthdays page. I admit it, there are several times where I forgot my friend's birthday, and I'm very sorry for that. I think this page will help me remember the birthdays of my friends and family members. This page is similar to the tracker pages. It has a title area that has the same font style. It also has 12 boxes that is dedicated for the 12 months of the year. I put some highlight lines inside the boxes, and that is where I'm gonna put the list of the birth dates and the name of the celebrants. Before going to the flip through part, I'm gonna erase the pencil marks, add some details, and we're good to go. I present to you my 2022 journal setup. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. Your views, like, and comments really mean a lot to me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also share my video and check my social media account if you want to learn more about my arts and other stuffs that I do. Before I forget, please comment down your suggestions or recommendations for the songs, movies, books, or anything that you want me to try or check. That's all for today's video. I hope you like it. My January 2022 journal setup will be posted after a week. Have a nice day and advance Happy New Year!